welcome to another classic guitar video. And I'd like to give a shout out to Guitar Center of Glendora, California. A really great store. Go check them out. Tonight's guitar is actually an acoustic electric bass 4-string. It's a Luna brand, L-U-N-A, and it's brand spanking new. So I'm just going to do my setup on it. And I have a friend on Facebook that might be interested in it. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. And again, it's brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. Really cool piece. So there you go. It's an acoustic bass, but it's also electric bass, so you could play it either or. So let's go ahead and plug it in and test play it, and we shall go from there. Shouldn't have any problems, issues, or glitches, considering it's brand new. So with that being said, we'll go forthwith and give it a go. There's no switches or knobs or anything to turn, other than there's a an equalizer on it. So we'll just go ahead and pick it up, and it's exceedingly light. It's exceedingly light. It's short scale at 30-inch. Really good for travel, in my ever so humble opinion. So it's got a volume slider, which you can hear works. It's got that graphic EQ. We'll check each channel one at a time. No static or problems like that, so it's all good on that grounds. You can hear feedbacks. It feeds it back. That's typical of anything that's got a hollow body on it. It will start to feed back if you even just set it down and leave it for a few seconds to a minute. It will start feeding back. That's just the nature of the beast. The beastly beast, if you will. So the battery in it's new. I already did that. I already took it to the to my shop and just blew it out. Even though it's brand new, you never know if something's in there, and a few little wood chips flew out of there, and the where is it? Did I throw it away already? I guess I threw it away already. There was one of those little packs. Little cloth packs. It's got the little beads in it. It's an anti dampness thing, and it was, when I would go like this to shake the guitar, I could hear it sliding around in there. So I pulled that out. So that's good. I'll go ahead and open the hatch here, if you will, just to check out the battery and make sure everything's copacetic there. And it seems to be, so yep, all looks good. So I'll just kind of tuck it back in. Close it back up. You want to always want to make sure you hear that little click or that little snap when you go ahead and cut the doors, close the doors on these control panels. This one's an Artec or R-Tech, depending on how you want to pronounce it. ES4 4-band EQ. So yeah, it's a pretty neat little piece. It's got this computer etched tribal design here, so that's pretty cool. And again, it's a Luna brand, and the model number is LAB30 Tribal. There you have it on that. There you have it on that aspect. So we'll just go ahead and get started on this. It shouldn't take me too long because the finish on it's matte, or a satin finish, so I won't need to do any, polishing or anything. But I'm going to polish the frets and fretboard, just for giggles, if you will. So we'll do that. We'll polish the tuners. We'll polish the tops of the pegs. And that's about all we can really polish, per se. I'll go ahead and move the view so you guys can see what I'm doing. And get my thumb out of the way. You can see my groovy shorts and my groovy shirt. I'm pretty tired. I haven't streamed in about on YouTube. I haven't streamed on YouTube in about 2 weeks. For one thing, my back was really bad, and I had a couple of conventions to go. I just got back from a convention this morning, so there was those things going on, and my back was really bad. It still has the factory protective plastic on the back of each tuner, so that's kind of cool. So that's pretty nifty. I'm going to leave those. I always leave those on, and I let the customer take those off at their leisure. Some people like to keep those on, so it keeps their guitar nice, at least that aspect of it. So yeah. So today was pretty warm. I can honestly say today was like the first real warm day we've had. It was 83 degrees today here. So I'm not quite used, my body's not quite used to a temperature change like that when it was just like 65 degrees like last week, and the week before, and the week before. There's a little bit something sticky on the other side of the top of the headstock where a factory sticker was, and went to go pull that sticker off, and it will, have sometimes you pull a sticker off and it leaves some of the sticky behind. Well, that's what happened. So I will need to take that sticky out the rest of the way off, and then we'll be good to go. It's not a big deal. So barring any problems, issues, or glitches, it shouldn't take me long to do this bass, because I'm pretty tired and I'm not feeling too great, my back is. So I probably won't sit here until, 1 a.m. like I do sometimes, so. Because I'm still not up to strength, and I just got back from that convention, 3 days at a convention. So just mentioning that. I'll go ahead and we will loosen the tuners. Take the strings off. And the strings on a bass are reminiscent of a fender, so all you have to do is loosen them, and you can pick the whole coil up and off the power. Boom. So that's real nice and easy. It's real fun. Yeah, see the tuner's loose, the jam nut on the tuner. Brand new, and sometimes you still have things that are loose, so always got to keep that in mind. And I'll dry lube the nut and things like that. So. And last one. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and I'm not going to replace these strings obviously because they're brand new. But while the strings are off, I take my little clip and just kind of clip the strings together so they're not flopping around all over the place. And so that, that helps. Now we'll tighten these jam nuts. Because this one is just hand loose. I can feel it already. Oop, sorry about the noise there, folks. There we go, helps when you have the right size. Again, when tightening these, you always want to put a thumb here, so that way you don't want to go strip it and then you strip the edges and then you've marred the finish on top of the headstock. So you don't want that. So always use your thumb, or if you have an open end like this, you can use the box end of your wrench and do the same thing. But I like to use the open end just for safety reasons and aspects. And I'm going to tighten these up pretty decently. Go slow because we're not in a rush, but I would like to get this bass done within an hour and 20 minutes. Just because I'm notoriously tired and I'm still not feeling well from my back. I've had a pretty hard couple of months with my back. So okay, so that's it. Go ahead and move the camera angle for you guys. Everything's tight, and we'll dry lube the nut last. I'll take my before pictures of doing the frets and fretboard. So here we go on that. Okay. Alrighty, folks, here we go. we go, folks. Don't want to get any polish on the finish, because then you'll polish the matte finish on it. So if you do happen to get a little on there, you just kind of want to very gently wipe it off. And that's it. Okay. There we go. Okay, fresh rag to wipe it off. That's shadow right there, the bottom. So fresh rag right out of the wash from yesterday. There you go. Dirty, even though it's brand new. It's warm in here. It's 77 degrees in here. But I will live. Of course, there's no fret wear on this because it's brand new. Typically, a fretboard is really dry from the factory. Really, really dry. So this will help. This will help with that issue. So again, this is a Luna acoustic electric bass, model number LAB30 Tribal, rather. I'm sorry. It's 30-inch scale length. So it's got 21 fret. I had to count it there for a second. And it is brand new. And I have somebody, a Facebook friend, who wants to come and look at it, possibly. told him it would be ready on Tuesday when I got back from my convention. Okay, a little more than half done. It's coming out pretty good. It's a spruce top with a rosewood fretboard. These are $350 brand now. So I'm going to ask $300 for it. Still brand spanking new. I'm the only one who's played it, and it's only going to be played to do a setup on it, because you have to play it if you're going to put a setup on it. So, in my ever so humble opinion, this guitar is better than any one you would go to, say, Guitar Center and buy one brand new out of the box, because it's not going to have a setup on it. It's not going to have care given to it. You know, the tuners might be loose, any number of things like that. Frets, I can tell the fretboard is really dry, but that's okay, we're almost done here. And I'm going to have to sit down because my back is killing me. But again, this is a brand new Luna 4-string acoustic electric bass, model number LAB30 Tribal. That is the model of it. And that's it. That's what it is. That's my That's what it is. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking to it. Well, that's what it is. I don't have to stick to it. That's what it is. Oh. Okay. Okay, there we go. From that aspect. Take my after picture.
With your phone call right now, a food box will go out to one desperate family.
Whoops.
Inside the food box
Oh my.
is a special note.
Yeah, big difference.
And let them know that America.
Now I have to sit down because of my back. Might even have to open my windows and turn my fan on, maybe. Because it is now 78 degrees in here. I think that's the first time it's been 78 degrees in here since about October. We'll polish the tops of these little pegs here. Like I said, there's nothing to go too crazy about in polishing on this. It just kind of, you know. Tootie. Tootie, tootie, fresh and fruity. Ooh, pretty. And I just kind of clean. It's a little bit, you know, you get that factory dust. That's, you know, even on a brand new guitar. You know, well, it's brand new, but it's got that factory, you know, kind of dust on it, if you will. You know? So you just kind of lightly, again, it's got a matte finish on this guitar, satin finish, matte finish. So I'm not applying any polish or wax or anything of that nature on it, because I don't need to. I'm going to leave the height of the action on the strings factory stock. No reason to change that. And I'll go ahead and take that sticky off of the top of that headstock there. I think I can just do that with some tape. You take it and you just kind of tap the top of it until the tape sticky comes clean, if you will. So I'll go get some tape and we'll go from there.
Some kind of doorway. No, I pictured 2 bottles of scotch that they're inside the sphere, and that they went in right through that hatch. There's no bed here. No question. Either how. Look at the momentum distribution of the ions. It would take an impulse engine, full reverse, to put out a signature like that. So they didn't go in willingly. Some kind of communications array. We found hundreds of them when we did our initial survey 75 years ago. That was standard procedure at the time, and we did it right before we crashed. Hailing is standard procedure today, too. Scott. Our communications arrays. What if they're access terminals which are triggered by subspace signals on certain things? Frequency like our standard ship's hand. Exactly. The Enterprise, when they solved that challenge, they probably did the same thing you did 75 years ago. Open a channel.
Get back. And we will start on the tape. Sticky. It's right here. It's sticky on top of this. There's a sticker up here. It was just kind of a thing about the strings. Strung with D. Darius, you know. You pull it up, and it left some of the sticky behind. So just take a piece of tape, sticky side down, fold it like that, and you just kind of go very lightly at first. And what that will do is that will pick up the sticky from it. And it is working. It is working well. You want to try not to do it too much because then you'll mess with the matte finish on the top of the headstock. So you want to try and do it as minimally as possible so as not to mess with the original finish. Flip the side over a little bit. You just kind of feel along and make sure you got it all. Sometimes it'll take, 2 to 6 pieces of tape, so. Oops. Sorry about the noise. Want to go up and down. You can go a little bit sideways like this. If you have to, you can drag it a little bit. There's an edge right here that's not quite coming up. So if you have to make a little more gumption with it, then that's what you do. Take your finger and just keep feeling and make sure you got it all. It takes you a little extra time, then it takes you a little extra time. You do a good job the first time and have to come back and do it a second time or even the third time. Like I said, this is not a high-end bass. It's $350 new. But I want to do a good job, whether it was a $350 bass or a $3,500 bass. I think I got it all. Take my rag and just go across it. Get any little residual. I think we're good. Oh yeah. That's how it came out. Oh, there's one little tiny piece right there I need to get. One little tiny piece right there. Oop.
So Dr. Brahms and I changed the power frequency from 21 centimeters to 0.02 centimeters.
There we go.
So you sour at the milk. Oh, enjoy these times, Jordy. You have a cheap
Okay.
idea of a starship.
I think we...
And it's a time of your life that'll never come again. When it's gone, it's gone. Now then, I thought you were going to
got it.
Actually, I had a better idea.
Yeah, there we go.
You're giving me one of your shovels?
And that's it. We're done. We'll be right back.
Since you lost your job, saving ours, it seemed only fair.
She's nothing to look at. Patty, every woman has her own charm. You just have to know where to look for her.
She's a little slow, but she'll certainly get you to the Northern Colony. I think that's really where you want to go.
The Northern Colony is for old men to retire. Maybe someday I'll end up there, but not yet. Thank you, sir, for everything.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so I think we can flip this over and then we can do the tops of the backs of the tuners.
I've always found that a ship is only as good as the engineer that takes care of it. And from what I can see, the Enterprise is in good hands.
You take care of yourself out there.
Again, you don't want to get any of the polish on the satin finish, so you want to go real easy. Or you'll polish a polish spot. Like I've mentioned many times before. Just want to go slow. Make sure you're not getting hit in the wood. If I wanted to get persnickety about it, I could take the tuners off and, you know. But since they're brand new, I don't need to go that far with it. Not getting any polish on the tuners, good. None. I didn't get any on there. So that's good.
How small is it? The vaporization process won't begin until the runabout reaches the edge of the accretion disk. I see. And then they'll begin to shrink.
Okay, I'll do the tops of the tuners.
No, sir.
The data collected here could provide Starfleet with the key to creating transport.
That'll be pretty much all the polishing we need to do on this guitar. Space, I should say.
I'm not laughing. No. Just because we've shrunken 3 people to the size of smaller, actually.
I did not see her so humorous about being small.
Neither do I.
On screen.
The original signal degraded, Captain. We have audio only.
Giggle geeks.
We're about to enter the accretion disk.
Giggle geeks.
I'll send you a postcard. Tell Worf I look forward to hearing his poem. I bet it'll be inspiring.
just about ready to put the strings back in their respective slots. And so we'll dry lube the nut.
The drugs did. You saw the data. Something wrong?
No, I'm fine. Just not in love with the idea.
So here's my dry lube I use for the nut.
What are you smirking at? You're as small as I am. Actually, you're sitting 1.14 meters closer to the focal point of the anomaly. Which means you've shot
And a little goes a long way.
4% more.
This stuff is expensive.
What was that?
And a lot of companies won't sell it anymore because it's considered toxic. So there's that.
Signature.
Return fire with war. Ensign, pull the Rubicon out. The phases are offline.
Very good. I can sit down a minute because my back's killing me. And I need to get a fresh drink. I forgot it in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Shield generators and impulse engines are offline, sir. Warp engines too.
Surrender, or you will all be killed.
Alright. Look at that fraps and fretboard. Shiny. And put the strings back. Ooh. Okay, third string. we go. Strings put back on. Now we'll flip it over so I can just kind of, and again, I don't need to polish this, but I'll take my rag. It's already kind of impregnated with residual polish, not much, just enough to pick up the dust and whatnot. Go with the grain. To stand up and do the sides. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Should be done here in about another 10 minutes. And then I will probably end this video because I am tired from my convention and whatnot, so you don't need to set the intonation on these. You just all you have to do is tune it. And that's it. For some reason, I don't know. Okay, we're good. Now I can tune this bad boy. Okay. So plug this bad boy in, tune it, and then it will be done. The frets and fretboard look really great. Fortunately, this bass does not have a built-in tuner. Some of the newer, more expensive basses have a built-in tuner, but for whatever reason, this one doesn't. Even though this one's $350 right now. Oh, I didn't have it. Silly me, I didn't have it plugged in all the way. God. There we go. It is 100% in tune, and everything else. We're just under an hour so far. That's good. I think next commercial break I will call it done. And here we have the finished Luna LAB 30 Tribal 4-string acoustic electric bass. Brand new. just did a full setup on it. Tightened all the nuts, bolts, screws and washers. Wiped it all off. You know, take a guitar out of the box. It still has a little bit of factory dust on it, and fingerprints and stuff. Polished the pegs, polished the tuners, polished the frets and fretboard. Didn't replace the strings because they're new. The battery in it was good, so I don't need to replace that. And there we go. Yes, brand new 2018 Luna LAB 30 Tribal 4-string acoustic electric bass. Spruce top, mahogany neck, mahogany back, sides, rosewood fretboard. And that being said, it's pretty darn cool. I like it. Luna is a brand that not a lot of people know of or familiar with. It's just another end-user guitar company. They make these in 12-string acoustic electrics, 6-string, you name it. So, but it's pretty cool. It's got the triangular inlays. It's got this etched, laser etched, tribal decor around the sound hole. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'll show you the back of it because I haven't shown the back of it much. Nice mahogany. Nice striations in the mahogany. And the mahogany. And it is pretty badass. I will take pictures of it tomorrow and put it on my Facebook and Twitter, and send the pictures of it to my Facebook friend tomorrow and see if he wants to come down and buy this. Hopefully he does after he sees it. What's not to like? It's brand new and it's pretty, it's small, it's lightweight. And there you have it. It's pretty darn nifty. Very nice piece. So we'll call this video done. Next commercial. And that'll be it. I have a lot of guitars backed up that I need to do. I mean, a lot. Like 11. I think I counted today 11 guitars. I think tomorrow night's is going to be a Epiphone SG with a Bigsby tremolo on it. Oh no, I take it back. I have 2 acoustic guitars I need to do next. Yeah. One late 60s and the other early 70s. So... So here again we have the brand new 2018 Luna LAB 30 Tribal acoustic electric bass with single cutaway, select spruce top, mahogany back and sides, rosewood fretboard. So thank you for joining me on this classic guitar video. My beard's crooked, as it always is most of the time. But anyway, thank you very much for Come on now. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I didn't comb it. Where it came on show. Anyway, thank you for joining me. It just looks weird. Thank you for joining me on this classic guitar video on this brand new 2018 Luna LAB 30 Tribal acoustic electric 4-string bass. And I want to give a great shout out to Guitar Center of Glendora. Go check them out. There's somebody that I endorse and sponsor. Really great people. Check them out, and we will see you next time. And thank you for watching, and happy guitaring.